Today I'm taking a walk to a grave site, and it's the grave of a holy man named William Smith, who was fairly unremarkable right up until he was on his deathbed in 1647, where he made a prophecy that 400 years later would shake the world. This is the story of the prophet's grave. The Reverend William Smith came to Largs parish in 1643. The Reverend William Smith came to Largs parish in 1644. He was young, in his mid-20s, and he had only been the parish priest here for 3 years when the plague hit this area and most of the world. It was the typhoid plague that devastated countless numbers of people, and Largs was hit particularly badly. Right, hold on, we'll have to work this out. Right, pause that. Stop that, stop that. Put the The Reverend contracted the plague himself, along with many of his parishioners, and he continued to preach even through his illness, and he and many of his parishioners left the little village and came down here to this area to die. Here is the grave of Reverend William Smith. You can't see the engraving on the gravestone anymore, but the engraving is on a plaque just here. And the prophecy that Reverend William Smith gave as he was dying in 1647 on his deathbed was that he was to be planted here in this exact spot. He picked his spot, the location that he wanted to be buried before he died, and he said plant holly trees, 2 at the head and 2 at the base. And he said that as long as the holly trees never touch, then no plague will ever come to Largs. So the holly trees grew, and they didn't touch until they did. And in the 21st century, the holly trees and the leaves crept over in an archway and touched. And then in the first quarter of the 21st century, the whole world was rocked with the COVID plague. Is this the prophecy that Reverend William Smith alluded to? Or was it pure luck? Or bad luck in many cases? Many people speculate that the outbreak of cholera in the 19th century could also have been the prophecy of Reverend William Smith, but no one thought to come and check to see if the holly trees were touching. I'll leave the final decision up to you. Till next time, cheerio the now.